Okay, we're joined here by SVSU head coach Jim Collins and starting tight end Andrew Dillon for post-game press conference, Indianapolis.
Coach, just some opening comments on what you thought you saw today out of a lot of players taking the field for the first time, at least first time in meaningful minutes.
Well, one of the things we saw some great effort, and I knew we were going to get great effort out of our guys. They played hard. We just didn't execute the way we needed to execute. I think that's probably a given for a team that's got some young players playing their first college football game. But how we respond from this point forward, I think is going to really define this football team, because Indianapolis is a good football team. There's no doubt about it. They're experienced. They were in the playoffs last year. A lot of those players from that team are back. So we knew we were going to have our hands filled with playing a good football team. At the same time, we're very disappointed with the fact that we weren't able to play better and put ourselves in a better situation to win the football game.
Seemed like the momentum shifted on that first play of the third quarter. Take us through the kickoff return for a touchdown.
Well, we lost contain on the left side, on our right side, their left side, and when you do that in the kicking game, you're going to have big plays run against you. We missed an opportunity to make the tackle, and their guy made a great play and made the best of it. And obviously that was a momentum play for them to come out first play of the second half and score on a kickoff return. But I thought we responded. We drove the ball down the field. We got 3 points, which I thought was good, and a good response to that. But we can't get in the red zone and just get 3. We've got to get 7, and we were disappointed with the fact that we could only get the field goal. We got to do a better job of executing in some of those critical situations. We had some third downs and short. One on the goal line and 2 others in situations that were really critical and couldn't convert any of them. So something we've got to definitely emphasize and work on and figure out a better way to get it done.
Keith Moore didn't play there at the end. How's his health right now?
Well, it was just leg cramps, but when you're in a situation where you're getting leg cramps, you just can't get rid of them. And it's not like he took a hit and it knocked him out of the game. He started getting bad cramps, and we just couldn't get the cramps out of him. And we went with Tyler, and now Tyler's a redshirt freshman, getting thrown into the action like he did, and we've got a lot of confidence in his ability. But I think getting thrown in the situation like he did wasn't optimal. But he's got to learn from it and be able to respond better. And as a team, we've got to respond better to that situation.
You play 5 guys at running back, and they get their first opportunities at the college level. 2 new guys at quarterback, and very little experience for Moore, and another in Palka who plays for the first time. Kind of evaluate your new guys on offense and how you thought they looked their first time in that college environment.
Well, at times I thought they looked good. Keith made some big plays. He made some big throws, hit Andrew a couple times on explosive plays. With his feet, he made some explosive plays. He might have, I didn't see the final stats, but he might have been close to being our leading rusher. So I thought he did a good job playing in his first game. Wasn't perfect. We didn't expect him to be perfect, but I thought he adapted well and made some plays for us, made some key third down throws and some plays with his feet. We just didn't get going with real explosive plays in the run game. I think Indianapolis did a good job of tackling us at the second level. We didn't break a lot of tackles at the second level with our backs, and I think that hurt us. There were too many times we were just getting 3- and 4-yard gains instead of having the opportunity to have more explosive plays in the run game. And you're not going to just be able to get 2-3 yards and move the ball down the field on a consistent basis. We need more plus plays in our running game.
From an offensive standpoint, it's the first game under a new defensive system, new defensive coaches. How do you think that the defense kind of as a whole looked in your mind?
It's tough to evaluate. They only gave up 17 points, and they gave us an opportunity in that fourth quarter with some key stops to get the ball back. We just ended up turning it back over to them. The kickoff return counts, unfortunately, in the statistics against the defense, but you give up 17 points to a good team with a returning quarterback and receiver like they have. I think that's not bad, but we got to get better. It wasn't good enough for us to win the game. There were times where they hit some third downs on us where if we could have stopped them, it would have switched some momentum. And as I told our football team, Brad, we just got to keep working. We got work to get better. We had a lot of guys playing their first game of their careers, some new wrinkles that we threw in there that we were able to execute. We got to define, find out who we are, find out what our identity is, and keep moving forward.
It seemed like punting was really a good strength, the first-year punter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you take a look at a guy like Andrew Quartermonch. I mean, he is a walk-on in our program who we recruited out of Lance Cruz, and he did a phenomenal job of punting in his first game. There are some bright spots. We've got to go back and evaluate the whole thing, and I think a lot of times the evaluation, you're going to see mistakes. You're also going to see guys getting whooped by better players than they were, and let's hope that that's not the case week in and week out. Let's hope that we've got better talent than the team we're playing. But I think we saw some things tonight that we can definitely throw in there as positives, and there's going to be some stuff we definitely need to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew, talk a little bit about working in with so many new faces this year on that offensive side.
I mean, most of them were there last year, so I practiced with them, and I know they're tough players. We fought, they fought, we fought hard. At the end of the day, we just got to play fast, and we got to execute. And I think, having the younger guys out there, this is their first game out there. They fought hard. They played hard. They played fast. They tried to play fast, but at the end of the day, we just got to execute, and that's what the younger guys, need to learn. Execution. Just go to your man, get your man, blocked, and do what you need to do. That's right.
It seemed like your catch, your long catch there in that first half was kind of a turning point, about a positive note for the offense there.
Yeah, it was a really big play, and that's the kind of plays that we need. We need big, explosive plays, running it down the gut, getting 3-4 yards here and there. We need, those big plays, and, that was only one, and we need more, and we need to execute those big plays. And, Keith threw a great ball. We read it perfectly. It was a good play, but at the end of the day, we need more of those types of plays from all around the board.
Kind of evaluate Keith and kind of what it's like working with him and how you feel like the offense went with him as the leader there in the huddle.
I liked it. Keith came out there. It didn't seem like he had any nerves or anything. It looked like he handled us really well. He made some big plays. It's his first game out there, so you're not gonna expect him to make every single throw and run the ball correctly every single time. But he played really solid game, and he came out there and he was focused, and you could tell he was a leader in the huddle. He knew what he was doing. He listened to us when we needed what to say. So I was happy with him, but we just need to execute.
What was the atmosphere like today? It seemed like it was really loud, pumped up, excited.
Oh yeah, we were ready to go. We had the intensity. We were ready to go. We fought. It's not like we didn't fight. The only thing, we didn't come out as fast as I think our team is. We're fast. We got explosive people, and we came out. We were excited. We were ready to go. We just need to play faster next time.
Joined by Bryan Jones here, redshirt freshman linebacker, in the post-game presser for Indianapolis.
Talk about, for you guys stopping this Indy team, they seem so big at so many positions. Quarterback, running back are bigger than normal guys at those positions. The challenges of stopping a team offensively like Indy.
They brought a lot back from last year. So, they had the experience, and they were just fundamentally sound. As it was, their quarterback, he did a good job. Running backs are running hard, and it's just maintaining your job and doing what you're supposed to do on the field and being where you're supposed to be. I know we just key downs. We kind of gave up a few key plays, like on third down, like Coach said. And if we would have done that, it would have definitely switched the momentum. But we still worked our butts off out there, and we just gotta stay mentally focused and just keep our poise out there. And it's not like they were better than us either. We just gotta be able to do our jobs right, and we really would have been fine.
For you guys, first game under the new system defensively with Coach Gonzaga. Talk about the changes on defense and ways that you feel like you guys are better with the new coaching staff and the new system more than anything kind of coming in.
The new system, I just feel like we just kind of mold better together. We're be able to fly the ball faster, just be able to make plays better, and just we're on the same page more than we were last year. I feel like it's just being able to execute those plays. But definitely from last year, we just have better flow, I believe. And with them, just with meetings and everything, and them explaining everything more thorough, it just helps us, and we can just play out there just with intensity. I think we're more intense than last year.
What do you anticipate this week being like for you guys in preparation? Is now you've got a full game tape on film, and you guys get a chance to see yourselves in actual game action now?
Just going back into film on Monday morning and just figuring out what the little things we have to do. I mean, it just all comes down to maybe doing, or one person messing up or what happened, and it just depends on, like, just breaking it down and being able to just figure out what we have to do to be at the right time and be able to execute everything correctly.
For you personally, you wear the number 47 this year. I know that's a special honor with the program, and talk about what that means for this SVSU team.
Yeah, it's really an honor to wear this jersey, but at the end of the day, you have to do what you're supposed to do, and I kind of just not think about it and just try and go out there and just play the way I usually play, especially like when I did in high school, and just trying to advance it into the college level. But it truly is an honor, just from the people who wore it from back in the day. So.
All right. Very good. Thanks, Bryan.
Thanks, Bryan.